Everyone's rise through WWE is different, but it all starts the same way.
Standing backstage in front of a single curtain. The only thing that separates you from the WWE Universe in the moment that would change your life forever. Your WWE debut.
For some, it means stepping in front of a crowd that immediately erupts and chants your name.
Guys, it's Bailey!
Expectations placed upon you before you even step foot in the ring.
For others, it means trying to make the best first impression to those who have no idea who you are.
Some will find a clear path to the top,
while others may take a few steps back before they figure out how to move forward.
Because how you start doesn't always determine how you finish, who you eventually align with.
Or who you ultimately discover you really are.
After that moment, choices you make can send your career different directions and have the potential to change the makeup of the WWE Universe forever.
But that's getting ahead of things.
Everyone's rise through WWE is different.
But it all starts the same way.
Standing backstage in front of a single curtain.
What happens next is up to you.
Of course, that match was an instant classic.
But, Justine, which match of yours wasn't a classic?
Oh, you're way too kind, Robin. To point out that very real truth.
Were you nervous at all?
Me? Nervous? Of course not. I had that match on lock. In fact, I was always calm, cool, and collected from my first day in the ring to my 6th championship victory.
Here is your winner, and
Watching my first title win again?
After you talked it up so much on your podcast this week, how can I not?
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic match. I just figured you had it memorized by now.
Sure, but it's a tradition at this point. Visit my favorite aunt.
Only aunt?
Watch her most epic victories. And now also stress about what I have to live up to in my debut at Survivor Series tomorrow night. Why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Just that if I didn't know better, I'd say you were nervous, which is super hilarious, because I know that I didn't teach my favorite niece.
Only niece?
To be nervous about getting in the ring and doing what she does best.
Yeah.
Especially not when she's been trained by one of the biggest legends in the business. If I'm being honest, there's really no comparison.
You really do manage to turn everything into a compliment about yourself, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm a 6-time women's champion. Would have been 10 if my career hadn't been cut short by injury.
I get it.
A main eventer and Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who had the top merch sales in the 2003 fiscal year.
Okay, you've made your point. I should get ready for tomorrow.
That's my girl.
As the mystery SmackDown competitor, shouldn't I have been shuttled in secretly or something? The whole golf cart with the black sheets get up?
Don't worry about it. No one knows who you are. Yet. No one knows who you are yet. Tom!
Justine! And LJ too? It's so good to see you both.
Same here, Tom.
Wait, do you even still go by LJ? Man, it was always a hoot and a half having you backstage when you were a kid, dressing up in Justine's gear, being her shadow, her little Justine. But suppose you're not 8 anymore, huh?
It's fine. But I am trying to get known on my own here.
I've heard. Good thing you're debuting tonight. The secret's pretty much out backstage. A few more hours and it'd be out to the entire WWE universe. You doing something here tonight too, Justine?
Nope, just here to support my niece's big moment.
Come on. Surely you'll find some way to steal the spotlight.
Molly.
Justine.
Wow, I've got a... I better go check on the, Yeah, I got no good reason, but I'm gonna leave now.
I heard you were working backstage these days.
Beats sitting at home, talking to the internet.
It's called a podcast, and it's very popular.
But I'm not here to resurrect old rivalries.
Would you really call it a rivalry if there's a clear conclusion and undisputed winner?
I was actually here to greet our newest WWE superstar. Wish her luck.
She doesn't need luck.
And let her know that I'll be working with her to get her ready for her Survivor Series debut this evening. Is that all right?
No, that's great. I'm so excited to be here representing Team SmackDown.
Great. Get settled and then let's talk. Justine.
Please don't make things more difficult for me on my first day. Besides, you two were friends once.
Sorry, you're right. It's just... Well, you know what she did. It might be ancient history and there's no reason for her to mess with you, but be careful with Molly, okay? I'm gonna go say hello to people. You alright?
I'm alright. I'm ready.
Yeah, you are. I love you, kid. You'll do great.
I hope you don't think we're going to be friends. I certainly won't be taking it easy on you tonight.
Hello to you, too. I figured we'd go hard in the ring since you're Team Raw and I'm Team SmackDown, but, excuse me?
Just because we both come from famous wrestling lineage doesn't mean we have anything in common.
Sorry if I offended you in some way.
Ugh. I have a lot of respect for your aunt. You, not so much. You're only here because you're cashing in on her legacy. But do your best not to make all of us second-generation superstars look bad, okay? Though it's gonna be hard tonight when you're competing against me and the rest of Team Raw.
Hey, nice to finally meet the EST of WWE.
What? Isn't that you?
As in new S superstar in WWE. Ready to show Team Raw what's up tonight?
I think so. I hope so. But I'm a little nervous.
I had nerves before my first match too. But then I took a deep breath and reminded myself that I deserved to be there, went out to the ring and took care of business. And Team SmackDown has your back. Although, ideally, we would have at least met each other to get on the same page before today.
Yeah, they said they were really trying to keep my debut a secret.
I get it. I mean, the WWE Universe is going to lose their minds when they realize you're related to Justine. And don't think I'm not going to fangirl out and grill you after we win. You gotta tell me exactly what she's like.
She's as awesome as you think. I pretty much spent every summer traveling with her on tour when I was growing up, just wanting to be her. Not sure much has changed, to be honest.
I respect that. I mean, there's something powerful about honoring those who came before you. See you out there tonight. You got this.
Hi, I'm...
LJ, little Justine. Yeah, I overheard. How precious.
Yeah. I was actually going to say I recognize you from NXT 2.0. Ava Moreno, right? You had some great matches with Cora Jade. I didn't realize you had gotten drafted to SmackDown.
Guess your famous WWE legend aunt hasn't been able to get you up to speed on everything.
Honestly, we've been pretty busy prepping for my debut. I'm a little out of the loop on everything else. Who's your match with tonight?
I don't have a match on the show tonight. Not all of us are able to skip the line, LJ.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. There's a lot to take in and I'm still trying to get the lay of the land.
Let me lay it out for you. A girl named Ava works her whole life to be the best athlete she can be. Excels at some things naturally, puts in the time to get better at the rest. Gets signed to WWE, continues to grind at the Performance Center doing everything the WWE way. Makes a mark on NXT 2.0, wins her matches, and gets signed to SmackDown. Sounds pretty great, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Some of us work hard. Some of us work harder. And some of us, LJ, get to waltz into Survivor Series and get put into a match that the rest of us, those of us who have done everything by the book, would kill for.
It does sound unfair, but I'm good at this. I got here on my own.
Got here on your own? We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe you are good, and you'll prove that. Regardless, I haven't been given the same opportunity on this brand to prove how good I am. So excuse me if I don't play nice with little Justine, the legacy hire.
Sorry I wasn't able to check in with you sooner. It's always nuts backstage before a major show. And I lost a full 20 minutes to Happy Corbin, who wanted to practice a stand-up routine on me. Luckily, Xia Li overheard and protected me from his bad jokes. How are you doing? Feeling good about tonight?
Is it weird that I'm a little nervous? I've trained my whole life for this, but to actually be here, debuting in WWE, it's a lot.
Honestly, I'd be concerned if you weren't a little nervous. Means you're taking this seriously, and my job is to help you succeed. Despite my history with your aunt, that's really my goal here.
You guys have some history, huh?
That's a conversation for another day. Stick around here long enough and you'll have history with everyone. Alliances, rivalries, heck, we even have our fair share of weddings. Although those rarely seem to work out. But let's talk about your debut. I've got your custom gear ready.
Custom gear? What do you mean?
Honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to debut in it either.
No, I mean I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh. Not sure how this didn't get to you, but WWE management asked that you debut in a look that honors Justine's legacy. So they've made gear inspired by what your aunt wore when she won her first championship. Not that that specific match would be the moment I'd choose to commemorate. Justine got lucky.
But I brought my own gear. I designed it myself. Besides, I'm not sure if I want to use my aunt's image to establish my own. I want to make my own mark.
Listen, despite my personal feelings, it never hurts to get a rub from a WWE legend. It's also probably not wise to go against management on day one. But I know it's important to stand on your own 2 feet around here. Ultimately, the decision is yours. What do you want to do?
I'll wear the gear. Justine trained me. I wouldn't be here without her, and I do want to honor her legacy. If it gets me a massive pop, that's just an added bonus.
Great. Management will be happy that you're towing the line. Just bring the performance to complement it. Maybe dressing like your aunt will even inspire you in the ring. Better go get changed. It's go time.
The wait is... It's time for what we've all been waiting for. Raw and SmackDown Survivor Series clash between 6 of the most talented superstars we've ever had in this match.
6. I count 5 seasoned WWE superstars and a green as grass rookie who looks like a deer lost in headlights.
Justine's niece may not have a ton of experience, or any really, but she's got WWE in her blood, Corey. Check out a nod to her Hall of Fame odds first championship win in her brand new gear.
And Bayley's having trouble managing his onslaught.
Bayley looks to be well measured right now. Kick to the midsection.
She certainly has the confidence of her aunt. Looks like she's setting up for the Justine Jammer.
A tribute move in tribute gear? We're about to see a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it.
You only have one chance to make a first impression, and this one might include a hurt ankle.
And Rhea's taking advantage. Riptide! Covered by Ripley!
Rhea got her.
With the elimination, Team Raw now has the advantage.
What a letdown for the Blue Squad.
She definitely didn't expect to be out so early in this match. The top rope mishap and apparent ankle injury played a key role in that.
And it looks like Charlotte Flair is determined to add insult to injury.
Wait a minute. Hall of Famer Justine is here.
We haven't seen Justine in a WWE arena for over a decade.
One thing is clear, the WWE Universe is thrilled to see this venerated 6-time women's champion here tonight in any circumstance.
And it looks like Justine is just as thrilled to see them. Things might not have turned out how she wanted for her niece, but she's loving this crowd.
I'm just hoping that Justine can get her niece on the right track. After this debut, she certainly needs some guidance.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened. It was like you said, I got a little inspired by Justine, and I wanted to do her justice with her old finisher.
So you decided to do something showy, took your eyes off what was happening, and let Charlotte blindside you.
I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. I got carried away.
You did. Remember, you're here because you're good, and you could be great. I wouldn't have any patience for Justine's brat, no-talent niece. But don't expect everything to come all at once. You could have gone out there and had a solid match, and that would have been enough, win or lose. But you bit off more than you could chew.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a WWE legend. I'll do my best at damage control. At least you have some goodwill from WWE management since you decided to wear the gear. But I can't imagine they'll want you to wear it again. Not exactly the sort of performance they want to be associated with Justine's legacy.
At least I'll get to wear the gear I designed next week on SmackDown.
Sure, now's definitely the time to be worried about your appearance. Get your head in the game. I'll see you at SmackDown, and we'll take it from there.
Did you hear that pop?
What? The sound of my ankle popping or my career imploding?
Oh, how is that ankle? Or more importantly, how's that ego?
Ankle's okay. Ego? That's another story.
Well, your gear looked great.
Thanks. Sorry I couldn't do you proud.
You always make me proud. Just have a better match next time. Besides, you may have made a mistake in the ring, but Charlotte still acted out of line. If I was medically cleared for in-ring action, I would put the Queen in her place.
Believe me, I'm mad about it. But I'm not sure that Charlotte did anything you wouldn't have done.
Nah, but one of the perks of having a career-ending injury is getting to apply unrealistic standards on the next generation. Why do you think I like training you so much?
Right.
Listen, I don't want to leave if you need to talk, but I got word that WWE management wants to chat before we head out. Something about the buzz online, whatever that means. You okay?
I'm not, but I will be. No one ever said this would be easy. Just gotta work out the kinks.
That's my girl. I'll find you in a bit.
What was that about? I like to show off as much as the next person, but that was embarrassing.
Sorry. I understand why you're upset, but I did my best.
You grew up learning from one of the most talented WWE legends in history, and that's your best? I did a better job teaching myself in my backyard. Don't expect this to blow over with the SmackDown women's locker room. The Raw women are gonna rub this loss in our faces for a long time.
But what people forget is that for someone to win, someone else has to lose.
It is better to win, though.
Of course. Actually, speaking of winning, I have a few developments that Ruthless Digressions listeners will be thrilled to hear about.
Oh, care to share with those listeners or your co-host?
Like I told my niece at Survivor Series, patience, Robin, patience.
Welcome to SmackDown.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure if I'd be getting the warmest welcome today.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship. But I don't have to worry about you at all.
I'd like a championship someday, but I plan to put in the work and build myself up to that.
You're so funny! Someday, if your huge mistake at Survivor Series is any indication, I'll be in the Hall of Fame before you're even ready to think about challenging for the championship. Nothing to worry about here, so we can be friends.
I think we're done here.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown. How you doing? I'm sorry that Survivor Series didn't go so well.
Yeah, not the debut I was hoping for.
Well, you're here now, and have your whole career ahead of you. Listen, I may just be a cameraman, so I can't help train you, but I've been with WWE long enough that I pride myself on knowing how things work around here. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
How do I get a match?
Well, you'll want to talk to Molly first so she can let you know what management has in mind for you. But generally, I've found that matches in WWE, whether they come from management or not, get booked in one of two ways: talking to people or checking your social media messages.
What do you mean, talking to people?
I mean just that. Aside from being booked by management, you'll find that chatting with other superstars, the crew, or even other backstage visitors can lead to opportunities. Sometimes people might have favors to ask of you, others might have bones to pick. You know how they say it's who you know? That's definitely true in WWE. Who you know and who you talk to.
Huh. Seems so easy.
It is. Don't try to put too much on your plate, though. You can always tell somebody who wants a favor no and come back to it later, or diffuse a tense situation. But once you agree to something, you'll need to see it through.
I understand. So take it one thing at a time. Makes sense. And the other way to get matches? You mentioned social media. I'm gathering I shouldn't try to go on a social media hiatus while I'm a WWE superstar?
Definitely not. Even a dinosaur like me relies on that instrument of the devil. If you don't check your social media, both the public feed and your direct messages, you might miss out on opportunities. Not everything there will lead to a match, but it's worth keeping up with what the WWE Universe is up to.
Okay, so check my social media feed and direct messages. Got it.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
How do I improve my skills around here?
It's just like the old saying goes, practice makes perfect. The more matches and experience you have in WWE, the better. From there, it's usually up to you to determine how you want to apply what you've learned, whether it's improving your strength, getting better at submissions, or putting more power behind your punches. You get the idea.
You said it's usually up to me what I want to improve?
Sure is. Occasionally, you'll find that certain kinds of matches will benefit you in a more specific sort of way. But if that's the case, you'll know that going in. Sports entertainer insight, I call it.
Okay, cool.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
What would you recommend in catering?
Honestly, the tofu. Even if you eat meat, give it a try. The seasoning is incredible.
Noted.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
Thanks, Tom. I think I have the info I need.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, LJ. I'm certain I'll see you around soon.
I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready to go.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened, we should take a beat before we put the spotlight back on you.
Don't worry. I took your advice to heart. I'm okay with starting small, out of the spotlight. I'm not expecting to main event right away.
Good, because you won't be. I'm going to level with you. Backstage sentiment is not good right now. You may be a SmackDown superstar, but you've got an uphill battle if you actually want to be on the show.
So, my match tonight is...
non-existent.
Ah. What can I do? I don't want to just sit in catering.
No one does. But this will all blow over. My advice until then? Find some way to make an impact. Be so good in the ring that they can't deny you.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said I couldn't get you a match on SmackDown. There are other opportunities to wrestle. Actually, I can pull some strings and get you on main event. You'll need to find an opponent, though. Most of the roster is pretty busy with commitments on SmackDown, and I don't have time to play matchmaker.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown too, and also would have something to gain with a good showing on main event.
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
Neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Well, if it isn't little Justine. I would say I'm sorry how your big debut turned out, but I don't like to lie. What do you want?
What do I want? I just feel like maybe we got off on the wrong foot at Survivor Series. Tensions were high. I probably unintentionally insulted you. I just want to make amends. I bet we have more in common than you think. Needs, goals, that sort of thing.
You must really need something.
I was hoping we could help each other.
Molly says she can get me a match on main event if I can find an opponent.
After everything you said at Survivor Series, I thought of you. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually easier than I thought.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE and make my matches count. It doesn't help me at all to defeat some jobber.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues. Not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess of things.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change anything.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is going to help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop waltzing around expecting special treatment.
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree, LJ.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that kind of good news. Thank you.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her wrist, and can't compete this weekend.
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here to step up, count me in.
Winning the match would help you gain even more favor.
Here is your winner.
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say. Work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect. Speaking of, if you'd like an opportunity to get some work in, I know someone who can put you through the ringer at the PC. Ever since she had to do a WWE decathlon during her PC training, she's loved giving newbies the same treatment.
I hear the powers that be are conspiring to keep you off of SmackDown.
I don't think I would say anyone is conspiring against me, but I am trying to prove myself to get a match.
You call it proving yourself. I call it fighting the powers of the malicious arms of WWE management. A power I have been a victim of many times before. Hang in there. Us persecuted need to stick together.
Thanks, I think.
I hear the powers...
I don't think...
Hey, what's up? I was actually hoping to see you around here.
You were?
Yeah, I loved watching old clips of your aunt on the network when I was growing up, so it was really cool to see you come out at Survivor Series paying tribute to her.
Would have been cooler to win. What are you doing at SmackDown? NXT 2.0 doesn't take up enough of your time?
Just doing some photo shoots and a little press. Honestly, it's been nice to be backstage at a show where I don't have to keep a lookout for toxic attraction. Not that I can't stand up for myself, but it's exhausting.
Want some help?
If you're offering, yeah. Honestly, I think they're just jealous. They may be hot and talented, but they could never do what I do. For one, they'd fall off the skateboard. You don't mind coming to NXT 2.0?
Not at all. It's not like I'm spread too thin with all my matches on SmackDown.
Here are your winners, the Superstar.
Now, I heard you're making some waves lately. Waves in the kiddie pool, but waves nonetheless.
Maybe, but I didn't come to WWE to be in the kiddie pool.
Didn't say that you did. Just like I didn't come to WWE to be pushed as the next big thing, only to be ultimately set aside and fired.
Why did you bring up being fired? Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I expected everything to be handed to me, but you're doing the work. Don't let up. Those waves you're making will be noticed.
I respect the effort. But it's gonna take a little bit more than that to get a match with me, LJ.
Looks like you were right about making a statement. That was a well-earned victory.
No problem, Corey. I was happy to help. I'm just trying to show everyone what I'm capable of.
Well, that was certainly a good start. How'd you like to give the trainers here another demonstration?
What'd you have in mind?
Nikita Lyons, Kaden Carter, and Zaya Lee are coming to the PC for a social media shoot. But I know they'd love to get in some ring time while they're here.
Sounds good. I can hang out for another day or so. Sure, there's a decent hotel nearby. Who am I facing?
That's up to you, but you won't need a hotel. They'll be here any minute. You up for another match right now?
I never turn down a match. I've been trying to get ring time for a while now, so I guess this must be my lucky day.
Great. Who would you like to face?
I'll go up against Nikita Lyons.
Sounds good. I'll let her know. See you out there.
Are you flying out for some exciting mocap action too?
I am.
This is going to be awesome! Do you think they'll let us keep the funny suits? I hope so. Man, I am such a big fan of your aunt. I always dreamed of getting in the ring with her.
Sorry you have to settle for getting into the ring with me, I guess.
Sure, but you'll be doing all her moves, so it'll be pretty close.
Why would I be doing all her moves?
Because you're doubling for her? Did nobody tell you? Awkward. Yeah, they want us to give them some new combinations of moves for classic superstars. Fans love playing as WWE legends. Don't worry, you're gonna make a great Justine.
I don't want to make a great Justine. I want to make a great me. We may be related, but we are totally different wrestlers. I'm trying to establish myself as my own person, not just a copy of her.
I hear you. I guess they just think there's no one in the world who's watched more Justine matches than you, so no one could do her moves as well. That's why they asked me to double my close personal friend, Trish Stratus.
I get it. It's just not what I thought I was signing up for.
Don't worry, it'll be fun. We'll get out there, you'll hit a couple of Justine's classic moves, and everyone gets to go home happy. You'll make believe you're Justine, and I'll pretend I'm Trish. Maybe there's a love triangle. Or I just double-crossed you and cost you a championship shot. I don't know. We can workshop our backstory on the plane.
This is going to be a long flight.
What time does the MyRise crew get here? They're such a hassle to deal with. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. Friendly reminder to all talent and crew, please only use 3 squares of toilet paper. We have sensitive plumbing here. Ooh, we haven't had a session like this since the one for 2K20. Yikes. You know what? Just do whatever you want. Why am I even here? I know it's weird with no audience, but I don't know. Pretend this is WrestleMania at the Performance Center. Come on, make it a minute. You've already got enough footage of that move. You look great. I mean, not really. No one can look good in a mocap suit, but your moves look great. I gotta get booked on NBA. Dribble with your left hand, dribble with your right hand. Now shoot! So much easier than this. Pick up the pace a bit. If we go into OT, I'm in hot water. This is going to be great in the next game. I mean, we won't use a large portion of it, but keep it up. Whoever wins this match, dinner's on me. Well, technically it's on 2K since I'm expensing everything, but it's a thought that counts.
One, two, that's it. Ring the bell.
Someone's been busy.
I'm not just having matches for your benefit. And I don't super appreciate your social media commentary.
I don't really care about the motivation. Besides, I've realized something.
What's that?
Having a handful of matches is not the equivalent of putting in years of work at the Performance Center. You know, that thing you have to do if you didn't grow up with a famous wrestling family? The so-called dues you've paid over the past couple of weeks are pretty insignificant.
Ugh, you're backing out of facing me on main event?
I didn't say that. Because I also realize I can harness how unfair this is for my own good. Even if you can't benefit from your pedigree due to your overwhelming lack of talent, there's no reason why I shouldn't. And like it or not, and I do not, having a match with you, LJ, will increase my standing in the eyes of the short-sighted, legend-obsessed WWE management. Especially when I win.
So you're in?
I'm in. But I can't just squash you on main event. If we want people to stand up and really take notice, we're gonna have to have one banger of a match. So don't hold back. I know I won't.
You're determined to make this personal, aren't you?
If it encourages you to try a little harder than you did at Survivor Series, yes.
Fine. I'll
ask Molly to set it up. We can settle this in the ring.
That's literally all I've been asking to do.
Ruthless Universe? You know I'm not one for spoilers, but I have it on good authority that the next episode of WWE's main event is going to be can't miss. So don't miss it.
Welcome to main event, where Justine's niece is looking to put her Survivor Series debut in the rearview mirror against up-and-coming superstar Ava Moreno.
I've seen Ava on the PC, and she's as determined to make it in WWE as anyone out there. She'll be looking to make quick work of her unseasoned opponent.
Come on, Corey. Give Ava's opponent a chance. Rumor has it she's been hustling to get much-needed ring reps, so I, for one, am looking forward to seeing what she can do.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch. Very measured elbow drop.
Stomping down.
Drops the hammer. Right on the lower back.
Ava struggling to defend herself.
Yeah, Ava has to pull a trick from her sleeve.
Ooh. Ooh, driving the elbow.
Lands an elbow.
Boom. Using the elbow as a weapon. Ooh. Bang.
Come on, you don't hit a WWE official.
It was clearly an accident, Corey.
But one that it looks like Ava is willing to take advantage of.
Drop tumble under the chair.
A chair, a downed referee, and an opportunity. What's she gonna do?
Is she going to use the chair?
Guess she decided to fight fair.
Ouch.
And Ava Moreno gets the win.
It seems like she was trying to do the honorable thing, but it backfired.
You'd think winning would be more important than honor, Byron.
Either way, I can't imagine this second-generation superstar is very happy with the outcome.
At least one person's happy here. This could be the type of win that could really generate some momentum for Ava Moreno.
Well, pretty pleased with how that match went.
Of course you are. You cheated.
What are you talking about? The refs certainly didn't see anything.
You pulled out a chair.
Ava may have done that, but you, of all people, should know that it doesn't matter what actually happens. It only matters what others, in this case the ref, sees. Or think they see.
Me, of all people? What does that mean?
I told you I would make the WWE Universe stand up and take notice.
This wasn't what we talked about. We were going to put on a competitive match.
What can I say? It may not have been what you had in mind, but I was always planning to make our match a little extra. Didn't go exactly as I thought it would, but lucky for me, you don't even know how to cheat right. And now everyone's talking about the victory I claimed over little Justine.
Ava's right about that. It's the most buzzworthy main event match we've seen in a while. And not just the finish. You two are really going at it. It's got so much attention that management wants a rematch.
A fair one this time, I hope. Let me prove I'm better than her.
Yes, because matches in WWE are always above board and no one tries any shenanigans. But to your point, the rematch will be no DQ, which means shenanigans are legal.
After fireworks in their last match, Ava Moreno and her opponent are facing off again.
Cravat cinched in.
Cravat sleeper!
He's fading! Think about all the pain she's in right now.
There's no a win via submission! It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner,
That's more like it. I think I've proven my point. I'm better.
I guess you can keep up with me when I'm having a bad day. But better? You must have lost count, LJ. We're even. We both have 1 win and 1 loss.
Ava's right on that point.
Of course you'd be on her side.
Do you really think I have it out for you somehow? Ava's right. As far as WWE is concerned, you're square. So, if you really want to settle the score, this needs to be a best out of 3 series. At least that's what management thinks.
Fine. I'll beat her on the next main event too.
They'd actually like you to have the final match on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Are you serious?
That's what I said, didn't I?
Then I can't wait to beat her on SmackDown.
Oh, calm down. Act like you go here.
Just one thing. The show's already been booked and is pretty tight. I could only get you a little time. So it's officially a 5-minute time limit match. My recommendation, if you want to finally settle this, someone better win quickly.
Hey, I've been looking for you, but I haven't seen you around the locker room.
You have? Honestly, I haven't had a reason to be in the SmackDown locker room before now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to apologize for what I said to you at Survivor Series. I think I was a little harsh.
I don't know about that. You were right. I was just thinking about myself, not the team.
You made a mistake. Something I've done a few times in my career. Heck, I even crashed a wedding once. Not my proudest moment, but when you're in the thick of it, sometimes it's easy to get carried away. Anyway, I shouldn't have said everyone on SmackDown was mad at you.
You weren't mad?
Oh, we were. But if we stayed mad at every loss, no one would ever be friends. So I'm sorry. And I'm excited for your match tonight. As far as I'm concerned, you should have won that first one too. You had Ava on her heels.
You watched our first main event match?
Of course. Though, while I respect that you didn't try to cheat, you gotta work on your ring awareness a little bit.
Fair enough.
Good luck out there.
For those of you who have been following Ava Moreno and her opponent's rivalry over on Main Event, you're in for a treat. They're here.
Cravat cinched in. Cravat sleeper hold.
That's it. That's it. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner,
It's like I've always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And did you see the finish of that match? What a victory! In fact, it's a day of victories for this whole family. Not only did my niece triumph in her first match on SmackDown, it's finally time for that big announcement I've been teasing. As you know, I recently appeared at Survivor Series, and it seemed that impromptu moment scratched an itch that the WWE Universe didn't even know they had. After some talks with corporate, we've come to an arrangement, and starting next episode, Ruthless Digressions will be an official WWE podcast. It'll be all the same content you love, just with a little more WWE oomph behind it, including a brand new studio set so we can record video for all our exclusive interviews. Move over, Broken Skull Sessions and Steve Austin. There's a new podcast host in town, and it's me.
You've done a decent job proving you belong on the roster and shedding the memory of that Survivor Series match. But you want to really prove WWE made the right hire? Try proving you're not only better than any of the other superstars on the roster, but you're better than 2 of them combined.
This superstar faces the difficult challenge of squaring off against 2 opponents in a...
The cravat sleeper is in.
Cravat sleeper!
He's fading.
Oh my goodness, critical. She gives up. Submission victory.
This handicap matchup's in the books.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
A stunning conclusion to the match with that brutal...
Cheerio, LJ.
Cheerio? You binge watching another British costume drama?
Well, yes, always. But no. WWE is planning another Queen's Crown tournament, and this time they're really getting into the spirit of love for a monarchy. It's happening overseas at NXT UK.
Well, that's pretty cool. You going over to cover it for Ruthless Digressions? Hey, pick me up one of those Royal Guard outfits, would you?
No, I can't make the trip. But I was thinking you might. The spots have mostly been decided, but I've got an old friend over there, Tavish, and he can pull some strings and get you into the tournament. What are you still standing here for? Go pack your bags and grab your passport. Unless you've got something better to do.
Sounds smashing. I'll go pack. Oh, I think I need one of those plug things to make the electricity work.
Yeah, a voltage adapter. You can buy one at the airport. I'll tell Tavish you're coming. He promised to look after you while you're there. Oh, and do try to return with a crown, Your Majesty.
Indubitably.
Ah, there she is. I couldn't miss you if I tried, LJ. You're the spitting image of your aunt.
Really?
Well, not so much how you look, but you both have a similar quality, I suppose. Maybe it's a smell, something familiar. Yeah. Oh, wait, I think it's just me. Yeah, anyway, welcome to England.
Thank you. And thank you so much for helping make this happen, Tavish.
Ah, 'twas nothing, love. I owe your aunt a favour or two, and a fair bit of money, if I'm being honest. But that's neither here nor there. Since I'm helping coordinate the tournament, it was no skin off my back to get you in. And everyone's absolutely chuffed your ear.
Really? Because I got a message from Zelina about someone named Beth Spartan.
I was hoping that wouldn't be an issue. There was going to be a spot in the tournament for a local UK competitor. But when NXT UK management heard you were interested in entering, with a little persuasion from yours truly, they decided to give it to you instead. Beth Spartan was sure she was going to get it.
I didn't mean to bump anyone, Tavish.
No, you didn't. Not really. I don't think it would have gone to Beth anyway, but turns out that people kind of think you used your aunt's connections to get a shot at the crown, which, fair play to them, is pretty much exactly what happened.
So you're saying I've got a target on my back?
I wouldn't say a target, love, just a marker. Scorn, maybe? But keep your head on a swivel. You're facing Sonya Deville first, and she's not a huge fan of nepotism.
Well, well, well. You're lucky that I'm not running this tournament.
We're all lucky you're not running this tournament, because then you just figure out a way to give yourself the crown and we'd have all wasted a trip.
At least every contestant would deserve to be here.
I had nothing to do with that, and I had no idea that anyone was getting bumped for me. But now that I'm here, I plan on proving I belong.
Whatever. I guess it's up to me to send you back home. Because that's where you belong.
Good luck with that, Sonya.
Cheerio, grab yourself a cup of tea and sit down in front of the telly because it's time to kick off the Queen's Crown Tournament from the UK.
And Oklahoma Sleeper's in. Is it time to fade? Tap out!
It's over, all in a nice work.
Here is your winner,
Nice work against Sonya last week, LJ. Ruddy strong performance. I reckon you saw you're facing Zelina tonight, eh? You ready?
Definitely. She talks a big game, but I can handle her.
Yeah, about that. I get the impression it might not just be her tonight. I hear she's bringing out a friend with her. Beth Spartan. You know, the bird whose spot you nicked.
You mean the woman whose spot you offered me?
Yeah, I hardly feel like we need to debate semantics. My point is, some people might suggest you, strike first and take Beth out before she can be a factor.
Some people or you?
Me? No, I would never suggest something so underhanded. I like to play things with a straight bat. But some people, Maybe those not involved in the tournament and who wouldn't be worried about accusations of favoritism would have different ideas.
After you got me an entry, I think we're past all that already. But for argument's sake, would these some people suggest I... what? Ambush her backstage before the match?
Yeah, something like that. Now, some blokes might say it's unnecessary and you'd be putting a bigger target on your back, but I say you do what you must to win.
You mean the some people suggesting I attack her say that?
Right. Not me, obviously. I'm giving myself a bit of a headache. I need to lie down. So, do you know what you're going to do?
I don't see a need to stoop to Zelina's level. I can take on her and anyone she wants to bring out to intimidate me. I'll play it straight. And when she loses her shot at the crown tonight, at least she'll have a friend to console her.
I love the confidence. Go make it happen.
Tonight we've got a second-round Queen Crowns matchup full of intrigue. And with Zelina bringing back up, everyone's wondering whether the fireworks will be inside the ring or out.
You gotta love Beth Spartan making it clear you can't push her out of this tournament that easily.
And you gotta wonder why someone wouldn't just take her out before letting it get to this point. That could be a costly mistake.
What grace! Float over!
Float over! Nice DDT!
Spiked! Big clothesline. Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch!
Zelina whips her into the ropes.
And Spartan's got her foot.
Zelina capitalizes, taking her down with a vicious blow to the back.
Stomping. Ouch!
Zelina was scouted there.
Cravat cinched in. Is it time to fade?
Oh my goodness, this may be over quick. Tap out. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Now that was a proper victory. Zelina wasn't ready for what you were bringing.
Maybe next time she'll spend more time training and less time running her mouth. It did feel really good to knock her out of the picture.
Don't lose focus. Still got one more match and Bianca Belair standing between you and Queen's Crown glory.
You're right. I've got to remain focused. And at least right now, I know that I can turn all my attention towards Bianca and stop worrying about Zelina and Beth.
Take care of Bianca, and no matter what anyone says, you'll head home as royalty. I mean, not in an official sense, but you do get to keep the crown. I think. I'll ask. But I still wouldn't count on Zelina and Beth to put all the mucking about behind them, though. You might want to keep an eye out for any tomfoolery.
Head, swivel, got it.
Eight competitors, 7 matches, 1 transatlantic flight, and it all comes down to this, a final contest to determine who will win the Queen's Crown.
Either way, it's clear those 8 competitors were the right 8 competitors. Last-minute replacement or not, this woman has proven she was the one who deserved the slot.
She can't be happy just to be here. Otherwise, the EST is going to be the Royal East DDT. Here we go. I don't think Zelina's quite ready to walk away from this tournament.
Well, it looks like it's just mind games. We'll see what impact that has on this match.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And she had to prevent herself from being severely injured. Let the coronation begin for the winner of the Queen's Crown Tournament.
And Bianca Belair looks on wondering what might have been.
For most royals, the bloodline is most important, and apparently WWE is no different.
Oh, come on, Saxton. She earned it in the ring. And what queen has ever taken the throne without a little drama?
Well, whether her hands are clean might be up for debate, but no one can deny at the end of the day, she's the one wearing the crown.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. You'll forgive me if I don't bow. At my age, if I go down, I might never get back up.
As long as you're doing it in spirit.
Quite right. So how's it feel?
It always feels better to win, especially when it's a whole journey instead of just a single match. But I feel good, tired, happy, a little surprised. I assumed Zelina was going to try something else.
I agree. I expected more from Zelina, some kind of tomfoolery. Oh, speaking of, there was a small incident in the lockers during your match. Don't look like anything's been nicked, but someone silly stringed everyone's bags. Dumb prank, but guess it's someone's idea of a good time.
Weird.
Are you heading straight back to the States, or are you going to hang around a bit? I know some folks at my local would love to shake hands with the Queen. Or at least a Queen.
I've got to get back. Maybe next time?
I'll hold you to it, love.
I don't know about you, but I desperately need a vacay. Sun, sand, margs, and if a superstar wanted to join me and maybe have a match for research, I could get WWE to pick up the tab. So, any interest in doing a little work south of the border? First round's on me.
You're not the only one looking to improve their street cred. I'm trying to get better at editing my own footage. Only problem is, so many matches are so quick it's hard to get enough content to really experiment with. Maybe you could do me a solid and face someone in a 2 out of 3 falls match? Then I'd really have something to work with.
One may be the loneliest number in tonight. It won't be enough to get the win as this match will take two.
Cravat sleeper is in.
Cravat sleeper, tap out. Boom, what a forearm. Catches the kick.
One response after another. Back and forth we go.
Cravat sleeper is in.
Can they get the grip locked in? Trouble! In trouble! Tap out! Tap, tap, tap! It's over! An emphatic victory!
Here is your winner,
I'm sure you heard the latest episode of my podcast. I was wondering if you had any response to Tamina's comment saying you have fear in your eyes? According to her, even in the ring, you're looking to escape. Or better yet, how about you two have a match without leaving the ring?
You can call the ring Alcatraz tonight because there's no escaping allowed.
I've got Cravat cinched in. And Cravat sleeper hold.
It's over, all in a night's work.
here is your winner, the Superstar.
Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champion, looking confident tonight.
She's been doing a lot of talking.
From behind.
But apparently not enough watching her back.
24/7 rules being temporarily suspended during this 24/7 championship defense.
Yeah, no sneaking up on the champ like you always try to do, Saxton.
Hey, it worked once. She's got something nuts on her mind here.
Well, she's reached the top, and I can't tell if she wants to run away or get dangerous.
Oof.
Oh, boy! Oh, my God!
I am in utter awe. That had to be 25 feet in the air.
Using every inch of the arena at your own risk. Danger be damned.
Finished her. I can't look.
You're insane! You're insane!
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Off of the catwalk area?
Believe your eyes, Saxton, showing no regard for what the consequence might be. Just looking to maximize the...
Oh, no!
Oh, good Lord.
High impact off of what has to be 20-plus feet in the air. How insane can you be?
Certified crazy. Forget about a medic. Someone find a straitjacket. Well, she made it.
Don't do it!
You gotta be kidding me!
What kind of deranged human being are we looking at right now?
The kind that...
And just like that, there's a new 24/7 champion.
And a new superstar who's got to sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, there's nothing like holding that title. You never get a moment to relax.
Speak of the devil.
And Dana Brooke might not be giving up either. The new champ better find a good hiding spot while she catches her breath.
Four women in an all-out Falls Count Anywhere match with a 24/7 title.
Cravat Sleeper is in.
Cravat Sleep, it's over. She couldn't hang on.
The champion retains. Here is your winner, and still.
The 24/7 champion looking confident tonight.
That title is a target on your back.
It looks like she just got targeted.
"24/7 rules being temporarily suspended during this 24/7 championship defense.
Yeah, no sneaking up on the champ like you always try to do, Saxton. From the top.
Oh, she lands hard.
Finished her climb, but what happens now?
No! Holy hell! That's it! That's it!
What a gruesome impact. Leaping off such a great height and finding your target nowhere in sight.
I hope their family isn't watching, because this is a devastating event to witness.
She's got something nuts on her mind here.
Well, she's reached the top, and I can't tell if she wants to run away or get dangerous.
These platforms are strictly meant for loading and maintenance. You need professional clearance to be up there.
No, I don't think they care about any clearance. When there's this much animosity, you'll take every opportunity to punch your enemy in the face.
No, 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 no! Oh, my God!
Fearless dive from these backstage platforms.
I don't think anyone is meant to be up there, let alone hurling their bodies. Finished her.
No. Ah, for the love of God.
Letting go of any apprehension and just taking flight from 3.
And now it looks like they're done.
Done for now, but I have a feeling this isn't over.
All right, you've had the 24/7 for a week now. It's time to move past this championship. Just give it back to Dana so you can get on with your career.
I'm not giving up a title. Besides, how good do I look with a championship? I never knew that gold was my color. I worked hard for this.
I'm not saying I'm not proud of what you've accomplished, only that it's all you've talked about for the last week. You're constantly looking over your shoulder, and I know you're not sleeping well.
I'm sleeping great. The last 2 nights I've slept so soundly.
Only because you're so exhausted. LJ, if you won't give up the title, I'll do it for you.
You wouldn't dare. I'm younger, stronger, faster.
The thing is, I already did.
What?
You're right. You have been sleeping so soundly these last couple nights. So soundly, in fact, that you slept right through me coming into your hotel room last night with a referee and pinning you. So now you're free to pursue bigger and better things. I did this for your own good.
So what are you saying? Now I'm going to have to wrestle you for it? I don't feel great about that.
No, I don't have it. I immediately gave it back to Dana Brooke.
Seriously?
If it was that easy for me to take the title from you, perhaps Dana's right. You don't have the mental fortitude for the 24/7. I know you're mad, but I promise you, when you're finally holding a championship that you only have to defend inside the ring at predetermined times, you'll thank me.
You always say that.
And you always do.
Okay, now that we've had it out in the ring, can you agree not to message me anymore?
What are you talking about? I don't think I've ever messaged you.
Right, fine. Then can your anonymous burner accounts stop messaging me?
I don't have anonymous burner accounts. You were the one messaging me and asking me all those questions.
No, I wasn't.
Let me guess. You got a bunch of random messages from an account who wouldn't leave you alone, and when you told them to stop, they said they'd meet you in the ring before Raw?
Pretty much. I traveled all the way here just to make it stop.
I did think it was weird for you to mess with me after I helped you on NXT 2.0. Looks like we both got played.
Great. So that match brought us no closer to getting this person to knock it off. Hey, did they ask you what your favorite smell is?
No.
Great. So that was just me. Well, let me know if you find out who it is. I want to take this person out.
Same. And I will.
Well, that was fun. Honestly, I'm glad we got the chance to hang out. Even if it took you harassing me to make it happen.
Oh no.
It's okay. I get it. I can get a little overexcited sometimes myself and take things too far. Although, asking my favorite way to prepare potatoes was just weird. But next time you have questions, just send me one big list and I'll get to them when I get a chance.
I didn't send you those questions, Fanny. She did it again. Both got duped.
What? You aren't the one who won't leave me alone? Oh, come on. I left my brother's wedding to come down here and end this. I didn't even get to do the chicken dance. And that's the best part.
We need to figure out who's doing this. Send me everything they sent you. There's gotta be a clue in there somewhere.
I will. But don't judge my answers. I was very honest. Too honest.
On second thought, read them again and tell me if you can pick up on anything.
Will do.
And we're underway with this tag team tornado match stemming from some social...
Cravat cinched in. Cravat super